and now Kellen Moore is going to become the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. Worst kept secret, Chris, in the NFL. Kellen Moore came to New Orleans to win a Super Bowl, and he did, and now he's going to hang around as the coach of the Saints.
The Philadelphia Eagles' euphoria from their Super Bowl 59 victory has been abruptly interrupted by a series of coaching changes. At the epicenter of this upheaval is quarterback Jalen Hurts, who now faces the prospect of working with his 8th different coordinator in a mere 9 years. This unexpected turn of events has raised questions about the team's stability and future prospects. The Eagles' journey to their second Lombardi Trophy culminated in a decisive 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs at the Superdome. Jalen Hurts showcased his prowess, throwing for 221 yards with a 77.3% completion rate and 2 touchdowns. His performance earned him the Super Bowl MVP title. The Eagles' defense played a pivotal role in the win. Rookie cornerback Cooper DeJean made a game-changing play by returning an interception for a touchdown. This stellar defensive effort left Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense struggling throughout the game. Head coach Nick Sirianni's strategic decisions, including resting core starters in the lead-up to the playoffs, paid dividends. The early clinch of the division title and the no-2 seed effectively created a bye week for the Eagles, allowing them to enter the Super Bowl in peak condition. The celebration was short-lived as offensive coordinator Kellen Moore announced his departure to become the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. This move came as a surprise, especially considering Nick Sirianni's efforts to retain Moore on the Eagles' staff. Moore's exit after just 1 year in Philadelphia left a significant void in the coaching lineup. Sirianni's message to Moore after the Super Bowl victory: let's run this shutback. Kellen fell on deaf ears. Moore's departure highlights the cutthroat nature of the NFL, where personal career advancement often takes precedence over team loyalty. In response to Moore's exit, the Eagles promoted Kevin Patullo from passing game coordinator to offensive coordinator. Patullo, who joined the Eagles in 2021, has steadily risen through the ranks. He served as the associate head coach during the 2023 and 2024 seasons, contributing significantly to the team's recent success. Patullo's history with the Eagles and his close working relationship with Jalen Hurts were cited as factors in his promotion. Having worked with Hurts for all but his rookie season, Patullo has been instrumental in developing plays that have allowed the quarterback to evolve into a dual threat star. However, Patullo's promotion has not been without controversy. Critics point out that he has never been an offensive coordinator at any level and has never called plays before. This lack of experience in a crucial role has raised concerns about the Eagles' offensive strategy moving forward. When asked about Patullo's potential promotion, Hurts offered a cautious response. He said, "It's hard to compare that role to this role because his job is going to demand something completely different of him, and I have a lot of confidence in him and what he's shown. But over the years, I've learned that's out of my jurisdiction." This statement has led to speculation about Hurts' true feelings regarding the coaching change. His experience with multiple coordinators throughout his career may be influencing his measured approach to this latest shift. Head coach Nick Sirianni has been vocal in his support for Patullo's promotion. In a recent statement, Sirianni emphasized Patullo's importance to the team's success. He said,
"Yeah, very important to the success that we've had. He wears a lot of different hats. Helps me a lot with different things, with head coaching things. I can't tell you that I make a decision without saying to Kevin first, what do you think? That's in everything. That's in game."
Sirianni further elaborated on Patullo's role. He said,
"That's in everything. That's in game. That's out of game. That's with scheduling. That's with offensive stuff. That's with game management stuff. And you lean on him a lot. And then him and Kellen. I mean, they're together at all times. Talking through the offensive stuff. And he's kind of that same sounding board for Kellen on the offensive side. This is what." How many years? 8 years with Kevin. That continuity is really important because he knows what I'm thinking in certain situations.
While Patullo's promotion maintains some continuity within the coaching staff, it also presents several challenges. As a first-time offensive coordinator, Patullo will need to quickly adapt to the demands of his new role. The pressure to maintain the Eagles' high-powered offense, which features talents like Hurts and running back Saquon Barkley, will be significant. Patullo described his previous role as, "I'm basically half head coach and half offensive coordinator in that world. I get to do both, which is very fortunate. You can see a lot of stuff as a coach that people don't get to see. If they are not the head coach, I'm basically involved in everything." For Jalen Hurts, this coaching change represents yet another shift in his NFL career. Having worked with multiple coordinators since entering the league, Hurts has shown remarkable adaptability. However, the question remains whether this latest change will hinder his continued development or provide an opportunity for further growth. Hurts' performance in Super Bowl 59 demonstrated his ability to excel under pressure and make crucial plays when it matters most. The challenge now lies in maintaining this level of performance while adjusting to a new offensive system and play caller. The decision to promote Patullo has not been without its critics. Some industry insiders have pointed out that there were other experienced candidates available who could have brought fresh perspectives to the Eagles' offense. Names such as Frank Reich, Josh McCown, and even former Eagles head coach Doug Peterson have been floated as potential alternatives. Frank Reich, who served as the Eagles' offensive coordinator during their first Super Bowl victory in 2018, was seen by some as a strong contender for the position. His previous working relationship with Sirianni and his experience as a successful play caller made him an attractive option. Josh McCown, currently the Minnesota Vikings quarterbacks coach, was another name mentioned in discussions. His recent success working with quarterback Sam Darnold and his familiarity with the Eagles organization from his time as a backup in 2019 made him an intriguing possibility. Doug Peterson, who led the Eagles to their first Super Bowl title, was also considered a potential candidate. His aggressive play-calling style and experience incorporating analytics into game planning align well with Sirianni's coaching philosophy. The choice to promote Patullo from within raises questions about the decision-making process within the Eagles organization. While head coach Nick Sirianni has expressed his full support for Patullo, reports suggest that general manager Howie Roseman and owner Jeffrey Lurie may have had reservations about the internal promotion. These concerns stem from the team's experience in 2023, when both offensive and defensive coordinator positions were filled through internal promotions, leading to disappointing results. The success of outside hires like Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio in the 2024 season had demonstrated the potential benefits of bringing in fresh perspectives. Amidst the coaching changes, another significant development has emerged concerning veteran cornerback Darius Slay-Fresh. Off his first Super Bowl victory with the Eagles, Slay is entering the final year of his contract, and there are indications that his future with the team may be uncertain. Slay's situation is complicated by the emergence of talented rookies like Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell, who have shown promise in the secondary. With salary cap considerations in mind, the Eagles may need to make difficult decisions regarding Slay's contract. In a recent interview on the Saint Brown podcast, Slay hinted at the possibility of returning to his former team, the Detroit Lions, saying, "I've got one more left on my contract, but you know how that works. Whatever they want to do, I might re-sign back. Hopefully, if I ain't, we'll see what I'm doing, because I do want to play one more year, for sure." Slay's NFL career has been impressive with 619 tackles, 28 interceptions, including 3 returned for touchdowns, and 5 fumble recoveries over 177 games. His experience and leadership have been valuable assets to the Eagles' defense. The recent Super Bowl 59 has become a pivotal moment in NFL discourse, particularly regarding the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. His performance not only led the Eagles to victory, but also forced a significant reassessment from one of his most prominent critics, former NFL MVP Cam Newton.
Jalen Hurts made the most of every single opportunity, and I'm just so proud just to say that. And I've been extremely critical of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Even so much so, like, interviewing him and us talking off the record is like, yo, bro, like, what's up? It was a little contentious, but sitting back and watching him perform, bro, I could not be more happy, because he's the guy that everybody praises athletes to be. Humble. Don't be a distraction. He is the most disrespected football player, and in large part, rightfully so. Too much is given, much is required. On paper, the Philadelphia Eagles had the best team.
Yeah.
That's not to discredit what Jalen Hurts still had to do for his team to win. everybody played a role in them winning the football game. And when it came down to making the plays, in the famous words of Stephen A. Smith, it can't be your fault.
Yeah.
So when it was his time to make a play, Jalen Hurts made the play more times than not, and that's why I give him the Super Bowl standout or the Rose spark plug.
Prior to the Super Bowl, Newton had been vocal in his skepticism about Hurts' abilities. He categorized Hurts as a game manager, placing him in the same tier as players like Brock Purdy and Tua Tagovailoa. Newton's critique extended beyond individual comparisons, suggesting that Hurts' success was largely due to the perceived weakness of the NFC compared to the AFC. Newton's previous statement, all of the game changers are in the AFC. If you put the Philadelphia Eagles or Jalen Hurts in the AFC, would he have been able to have gotten to the Super Bowl as many times? Reflected a broader skepticism about Hurts' ability to compete at the highest level, particularly against the elite quarterbacks of the AFC. However, Super Bowl 59 proved to be a turning point. The Eagles secured a convincing 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, with Hurts at the helm. His performance was exceptional, accumulating over 300 yards of total offense and contributing 3 touchdowns. This display not only secured the Eagles their second Super Bowl in franchise history, but also earned Hurts the coveted Super Bowl MVP title. The statistics from the game are impressive. Hurts completed 17 of 22 passes for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns, while also adding 71 rushing yards and another touchdown on the ground. This comprehensive performance showcased Hurts' versatility and effectiveness as a dual-threat quarterback, a quality that had previously been underestimated by his critics. In the aftermath of this victory, Cam Newton found himself in the position of having to retract his previous statements. Speaking on his podcast,
and I'm not too good to say that I fucked up and I made a mistake.
Talk to me. How did you fuck up, bro?
I said something that say like, yo, how would the Philadelphia Eagles or Jalen Hurts fare if he was in the AFC? And boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Because every time he plays an AFC opponent, I think their record is like 14-1. Like, they strong.
He touching them up.
You feel me? And I think Jalen is a person, bro, that we living in the world of showmen.
Newton's reversal didn't stop there. He went on to acknowledge Hurts' elite status, stating,
does this put him in elite status? I think so. I think so. And it's not because of his overall body of work. It's game by game body of work. I don't think nobody wants to see a Jalen Hurts or play against him.
This dramatic shift in perspective underscores the impact of Hurts' Super Bowl performance and his consistent success against AFC opponents. The controversy surrounding Hurts and Newton's comments has sparked a broader discussion about quarterback evaluation in the NFL. It highlights the dangers of premature judgments and the importance of consistent performance over time. Hurts' journey from being labeled a game manager to Super Bowl MVP serves as a potent reminder of the unpredictable nature of player development in professional football. Beyond the individual matchup between Hurts and Mahomes, the Super Bowl victory carries significant implications for the Eagles franchise. This marks their second Super Bowl win following their previous triumph in the 2017 season. The convincing nature of their victory, at one point leading 34-0 in the third quarter, cements their status as one of the league's top teams. For Hurts personally, this victory is a vindication of his abilities and approach to the game. His composed leadership on the field, mirroring his calm demeanor off it, has earned him respect from peers and critics alike. In his own words, Hurts reflected on his journey. He said, "I took great pride in never backing down from a challenge, always turning my negatives into positives. In the end, things come right on time. Last time around, it wasn't our time. It wasn't my time. Sometimes you have to wait your turn." This sentiment echoes the perseverance that has characterized Hurts' career, from his college days to his current NFL success. It's a journey that has caught the attention of not just fans and analysts, but also sports legends from other disciplines. In a notable development, it was revealed that NBA legend Michael Jordan and MLB icon Derek Jeter were among the first to congratulate Hurts after the Eagles' NFC Championship victory. Speaking to Aaron Andrews on the Fox Super Bowl 59 pregame show, Hurts shared, "You know who the first people to text me after the NFC Championship game? The first two people that popped up, Michael Jordan and Derek Jeter. The significance of these congratulatory messages is substantial. Jordan and Jeter, both synonymous with winning and excellence in their respective sports, recognized the potential in Hurts even before his Super Bowl triumph. Hurts acknowledged their influence, stating, "And those guys have been very influential on my approach, how to manage the different things that come with the responsibility that a player like myself may have, and going to work and going out there and getting it." Derek Jeter's message, in particular, was revealing. As reported by Andrews, Jeter told Hurts, "Look, you're not done yet. You have one more left. Go finish it." This advice from a five-time World Series champion carries weight and speaks to the high expectations placed on Hurts. The recognition from these sports icons adds another layer to Hurts's growing legacy. It suggests that his impact extends beyond the football field, resonating with athletes who have defined excellence in their own sports. This cross-sport admiration is a testament to Hurts's character and his approach to his profession. CFB and NFL analyst Shannon Sharpe has also weighed in on Hurts' success, tracing it back to his college football days. Appearing on ESPN's First Take alongside Stephen A. Smith, Sharpe emphasized Hurts' winning mentality. He said, "Jalen Hurts, if you just go back and look at him, all he does is win." Now, the problem is that he doesn't win a lot of times the way that we want him to. Man, why don't you throw for 355 like everybody else does? Why can't you have a 4-touchdown passing game like everybody else does? Sharpe's analysis highlights a crucial aspect of Hurts' playing style. His effectiveness may not always align with conventional expectations of quarterback play. As Sharpe said, if you go back and study him at Alabama, you go back and look at him at Oklahoma, all he does is win Stephen A. And it might not be the prettiest, but it's effective. Man, Jalen Hurts has a lot to be proud about. This perspective sheds light on why Hurts may have been underestimated by figures like Newton. His unconventional style, prioritizing efficiency, and wins over flashy statistics challenge the traditional metrics by which quarterbacks are often judged. However, as his Super Bowl performance demonstrated, Hurts is capable of delivering both efficient play and impressive statistics when the stakes are highest. Hurts's journey to Super Bowl MVP is particularly noteworthy given the trajectory of his career. He joins a select group of quarterbacks who have lost their first Super Bowl appearance only to return and claim victory in a subsequent attempt. This resilience is a hallmark of Hurts's character and playing style. His college career, split between Alabama and Oklahoma, was marked by both triumphs and challenges. Winning a national championship in the 2017 season and making multiple college football playoff appearances, Hurts demonstrated his ability to perform at the highest level of collegiate football.